All right, guys, what is up? It is DadBod here once again, and welcome back to my Kana complete walkthrough, where I will give you everything you need to know to lead you to your platinum trophy in this game. So here we are. We just finished the Rusu Mountain area. We got our bow, which I'm a huge fan of. I love using the bow in this game. You can use the bow, in fact, to shoot those things to get you some money. So what we need to do now, we'll talk to Rusu.
The rock creatures possess great power. Use them well. They may even be able to infuse your arrows with energy.
So what we're going to do is we're going to head down this mudslide here, and we're going to fight the next boss right in front of Rusu's house. This is probably the most difficult encounter so far in the game, but I will give you the tools you need to emerge victorious. So on this mudslide, you can actually jump on it. So what we're going to want to do is when we get here, we're going to jump and shoot this flower midair to get up to this path. You can very easily miss. If you get up here, there's a treasure chest. Inside the treasure chest is money. If you miss this treasure chest, it really has no consequence. It's not like there's a hat or a rot in there or something like that we need. But some extra money. And so we're going to head on back down this little slide here that we got. All the way back down to Rusu's house. So here, we have ourselves a battle. So first things first, these monkeys in the trees, we gotta shoot them out. You see, okay, I am one-shotting these monkeys. The one in the last episode, I said if you hit them right with a fully charged arrow, you can one-shot them, and I wasn't able to do it last time, but there we go. I've got a couple of these in one hit, which if your aim is on point, you should be able to get these in one hit with a fully charged arrow. And as I said, I like to spam the jump shoot move because it slows down time and allows you to aim a lot better. So I do like to jump around when I'm firing with the bow rapidly. So now we have the boss, the Wood Knight. That first attack, you just want to roll right through it, or you could use your shield. You see these little gold kind of glowing areas. You can shoot them. They're actually weak points, and they also give your rot courage as well. When he throws his sword at you like that, or his club, I guess you could say, a good way to dodge it is to jump over it. So we have... Oh, I didn't mean to do that to heal. I meant to actually bind him, so I messed that up. But that's okay. So you see, I'm going to get some hits in here and then get away from him. And I'm going to try to shoot these yellow glowing spots on him to do some damage, because they does quite a bit of damage if you manage to hit them. So I'm actually going to lock onto him. Let's see if I can hit one. Nope. They are hard to hit, but they do some pretty solid damage if you can get them. There we go, got one of them. And he's got one more on the back of his arm, which is a little bit tricky to get. So once I get my second rot usage, I'm gonna bind him and do a rot hammer move on him. So you see when he winds up for his attack, that's kind of your cue to dodge. And now that I'm behind him, can I get that one on his arm? No. Access denied. Ah, man, I'm trying to get that one on his arm and not having a good time. Oh, well. So I've got my two actions. I'm going to bind him. I'm going to use a rot hammer. Do a lot of... See how much damage that does? Good grief. He does a lot of damage too, though, so that can be problematic. So he's going to run up, dodge through that attack. See if I can get this thing on his elbow. Score. Now I need to heal. So I need to get that courage. But that's not enough to use an action. So I'm going to... He's going to throw his club at me, so the way to dodge that attack is just to jump. So I'm going to spam some arrows, get my courage up. Hopefully so I can heal. Spam, spam, spam. Get some hits. I almost have it. One more arrow should do it. But he's going to throw it. Whenever he crouches down like that, that means he's going to throw his club at you. So now that I got my rot action, I'm going to use that to heal. And he's almost dead. There we go. Got him. In my first playthrough, this guy took me probably at least a handful of tries. So if you don't get him on your first try, don't fret. He is, as I said, the most difficult enemy that we fought so far. So yeah, he is a challenge. So that might take you a few tries. But if you stick to kind of the plan, you do the things that I showed you to do, you'll get him eventually if you don't get him on your first attempt. So let's clear up the house here. There we go. All better.
I made that knife for Taro when he was a boy. He loved these woods. And I tried my best to teach him the old ways, consumed by the troubles of our village. I was not there for Taro when he needed me most. I hope we can bring him peace. More relics are hidden in the corruption of the Forgotten Forest. I'll wait for you there.
Okay, so we got our first relic, Taro's knife. This is our first of 3 to power up Taro's mask. And we get a trophy for our trouble. Awesome. Our next point of interest is over here at the Forgotten Forest. We're not going to head over there yet. There's a few things for us to do here first. Namely, we're going to get ourselves some stuff that we need, rot and other things. You know, see, for killing that boss, we automatically got ourselves 3 more rot. So we're up to 23 now. So you get 3 of them just for killing the boss. So next thing we're going to do is head inside Rusu's house. You can see there's fruit here on the table. Have the rot feast on that to give yourself some experience points. And then this one opens up. And then look behind you for this drawer that has a rot inside of it. All right, so we are at 24 now. So go through here, and we're back to the front side of Rusu's house where we were before. You can shoot these lanterns here to get yourself some dough. So you see here, there's a missing, there's a platform here for an owl. I believe the owl is down here. So you see, we backtrack just a tad. You see this wooden bridge. And this path to the left, just before the wooden bridge here, has the owl that we need. So we want to lead our rot over here. Put him back on the platform. And again, restoring these little statues to their rightful place gives you experience points, so it is worth doing. All right. So speaking of experience points, let's see what we can do. We now have some abilities that we can unlock with our arrow. So let's see. This focus ability is a big one. I love this ability because I mentioned before, if you jump, you can slow down time and it allows you to aim more accurately. This allows you to do the same thing while on the ground. So what you do is when you're aiming your bow, if you press the R3 button, it slows down time while you're standing on the ground, much the same as it would do if you're jumping. So this is a very important ability that I do very much enjoy. And we are going to get all of the abilities eventually. There is a trophy for getting all of the abilities, so we are certainly going to do that. I'm going to unlock this upgrade up here. This is the sprint attack. And I think that's about all we can do at this point in time. So yeah, I'll demonstrate. So when you draw your arrow, if you press R3, you see it slows down time. Very similar to when you're jumping. So that does come in handy quite frequently in certain combat situations. So definitely like to unlock that ability. It really helps out the bow and arrow. So you see, since we unlock the arrows, we do have this new path on the skill tree that we can use for some new moves and whatnot. So good stuff for sure. And we also unlock the sprint attack ability. So while you're sprinting, you do an R1 attack. You get this new sprint attack, which is a little bit more powerful than just your regular R1 attack. So all good stuff there. So what we're going to do is we're going to head back through here. You see there's this little bucket you can use to get some more money. And then Rusu's back here as well as the children. Rusu's just going to tell you to go to the new spot that he marked on the map for you. See what the kiddos have to say.
It's good to be back. Yeah, I wish Taro was here.
So now what we're going to do is going to go back here through this little cave and around the lake. And look around. There's actually going to be a rot kind of running around back here. Here he is. So what it would do is catch up to him, and you want to do a pulse. You'll knock him up in the air, and you can collect him now. So we got ourselves a new rot. And not only do we have a rot, this rot also comes with a hat, the flower hat. So we got a rot and a hat just for doing that. So what I want to do now is this big owl statue. You want to shoot the glowing thing in the middle, and what that does is it releases this forest tier that we now have access to. And so right in this area, I believe it is over there, if we use our forest tier. Or no, it's behind the corruption right here. So, yep. Get rid of this corruption, and you can go through this cave here. And at the end of the cave, we have ourselves a flower shrine. We can get there. We got there just in time. So if you don't get there in time, you can just go back, use the forest tier again, and then come on back here. So no worries. And this is the third one of this area of 3. So we now have all of the flower shrines in this area. So what we're going to do now is we're going to climb up these cliffs on the right. And this gets us back to right where we were. So we can use your rot to repair this gear. So have the rot pull that gear out. You can shoot the switch, which now makes this platform up there usable. So we're going to climb on back up here to the top, and then jump over to this platform that we just unlocked by using the gears. So we're gonna go up here. Around here. Nope, that's not it. I think it's over here. My bad. Got a little thingamajig. Here we go. So shoot to cross over on the lift here. And then what we want to do is, you see there's one of these little grapple flowers. There's actually going to be 2 of them in a row. So you want to shoot, and then immediately when you cross over, you want to get your bow ready and shoot this next one right away before you fall down.
See that over there?
So we'll get our stuff over here. Unlock this. And in the big treasure chest, we have ourselves a new hat. It is the feather hat. Now we're going to drop down onto the mudslide. And we're going to head back over to Rusu's house. That's all we can do over here in this area. So we're going to head back over to Rusu's house. We're going to go back through to the front. And you see these targets over here. There's really no point in doing it. It doesn't give you anything for shooting them. Just some extra target practice if you so desire. So some more money, some more berries for my rot. And so over here, you'll see, this is the checkpoint. Over here, you'll see this little wheel that has the target on it. You shoot the target.
Right there.
And this will unlock a forest tier. Use your rot to move it over here to unlock the forest tier. And so what you can do is you can use this dragon tier here and see this plot of land here that Doesn't have any vegetation. You can actually use your rot dragon to grow all the vegetation. And once all the vegetation is grown, you actually get experience. And there's another plot over here you can do the same exact thing on. So you want to get all of these little flowers to grow here. Once you get all of them to grow, you see we got some more experience points. Now, one thing about the plot of land over here is that you see this one's, I got the purple butterflies. You guessed it. Use your pulse. And we got ourselves another rot here. And this one is 26. Number 26 of 35 for our next level. And we got ourselves the squash hat, which you get automatically when you get this rot. So what we're going to do now is we're going to head on down this path. We got ourselves another lift here. Up here we have a statue. We can use our rot to pull back up for some experience. And you can see we have the purple berries in the tree, which we want to use our arrows to shoot down. And our rot can eat them for some more experience points. So for these, you do not get the experience until you command your rot to eat them. And each berry gives you 5, which, you know, ain't bad. And just make sure, let's see. We want to go this way. Make sure we don't have anything behind us. So over here, we have a little flower that we can use to grapple onto to make our way down. There should be another one. Here we go. Let's keep on going down these little things here. And then right behind us here, we have another berry bush that we're going to use to get some more experience points. So you have to do a pulse, command your rot to eat, and get some more experience. And then down here, we got another mud slide that we're going to slide on down. And so we're back down to like the main lake area now, where we first started. So you see up there is Rusu's Mountain. See his little hideout up there. So we started down here. And now we are back where we began. So what we're going to do now is if we go up on this little rock here, you see there's a grapple flower ahead of us. It opens up and we can grapple on over, and you see the glowing purple rock. So we're going to use our pulse on this to get our rot. And that gets us up to 27. So from here, we're going to swim on back across. And around here, we got some berries up in the tree we're going to shoot down.
See that over there? Right there.
I think one of them is hiding behind these bushes here. Shot down 3 of them. Only got... There we go. There's the other one. Hiding from me. All right, so now, if we let's check our map here. We've got everything in Rusu's Mountain. All 13 rot, 6 hats, 3 flower shrines, 1 spirit mail, and 1 cursed chest. So we have done everything there is to do in this area. We actually never have to come back. So, pretty sweet. What we're going to do now is we're going to head to this warp point that's actually right next to us here. And we're going to warp back to Taro's tree. which is... No. Where is Taro's tree? I must not have... I must not have unlocked that warp point, because it should be right here. So we're going to have to walk there manually. That's no big deal. I must not have gotten I must not have gotten close enough to that warp point to actually activate it. So we're going to go on and do that now. You might already have it activated on your map, and if you do, you can just warp there. You don't have to walk back manually like I'm doing right now, because I must just have not gotten close enough to that one to. Because when you get close to a warp point, you'll see the little flame pop up underneath it, and that's your indicator that it is active. I must, when I was here earlier, I must have just not gotten close enough to activate it. So, not a big deal, because we are actually very close to that warp point anyway. And so let's go on and activate it. I believe it's up here. Yep, see? The flame just popped up. I didn't get it earlier. So now I have the warp point activated. So anyway, you may have just been able to warp here, and if you have that warp point available, I suggest you just warp. But I did not have it available because I walked right on past it before. I didn't get close enough to activate it. So anyway, I'm actually going to call this episode right here. So thank you guys so much for watching, and hope you guys have a great day, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.